Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome to your weather forecast. I am meteorologist Mr. G on your Monday afternoon, about the midday right now. So thank you for joining me as we talk about the weather that we're going to be seeing across the country as we move into the beginning of our work week. And let's jump into our first map where we don't have a clicker that's working. Oh yeah, we do. All right, so here is our first map. This is our current radar and surface map. And what we're seeing out there is pretty quiet as far as precipitation is concerned. We do have a couple of areas. One area is right here over the southern plains where we are seeing a thunderstorm that's producing some severe weather right now. We do have some showers and storms here over southern Florida and through parts of the Ohio Valley as well. We're seeing some showers and thunderstorms. Just a little bit of rainfall right there. Remember, we had that record rainfall into the northeast where we've picked up several inches of rain over the last week or so. We've had a good 9 to 10 inches of rain through parts of New England. So we had some record and historic flooding over that way. But for the most part, we're seeing things pretty quiet over as a whole across the country. We do have a couple of areas. We have some showers and storms here over the Missouri Valley as well. And there will be some showers and storms here across the northern Rockies as that cold front moves in across the northern tier of the country as we move into the rest of your Monday. Now here is our current temperatures that we are seeing. We're seeing it very hot out there across the southern United States and the desert Southwest. I'm going to stand over here so that you can see the map for the most part. And there we have those temperatures in those 100s there across the Southwest, and these temperatures in the 90s over here across Texas and along the Gulf Coast, so Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama and the Florida Panhandle. We are seeing those temperatures in the 90s, as well as high humidity from East Texas along the Gulf Coast and into Florida and through parts of the Southeast and the Midwest. We're seeing those very high humidities with those dew points in the 60s and 70s. But thinking of high humidities, here is our heat indexes that we are seeing across the southern U.S. right now. We're seeing those heat indexes where those temperatures are in the low 100s right now, and in the Southwest as well. We're going to be seeing those heat indexes bring those temperatures up to near 120 degrees. So it's very hot out there across the desert Southwest. Now, mind you, across the Southwest, it's more of a dry heat. So you are seeing those heat indexes and the actual air temperatures pretty close together there, where in the Texas and east toward the southeastern U.S. and the Atlantic, we have a lot of humidity in the air, a lot of low level moisture, and that is combining with those temperatures, and that's making 90-degree temperatures feel like it's closer to 110. So we have a very high heat index because of the amount of moisture in the atmosphere with this weather today. And here is our dew points. This is the actual moisture in the air. If you notice the Southwest, we have very low very low dew points. Those dew points in the 30s and 40s, maybe 50 across the desert Southwest. But here across the Gulf Coast, we are seeing those dew points in the low to mid 70s. Look at those 70s along the Gulf Coast. And we're seeing those dew points in the 70s and into the 60s here through the central and southern plains, through the Midwest, and into the Ohio Valley, and into the Northeast. We're also seeing those dew points in the 60s to near 70 as well. So a lot of humidity along what we would call the Gulf Stream of the Atlantic and the East Coast, the Southeast, the Gulf Coast, the Southern Plains, and the Ohio Valley. So we're going to be seeing those very high dew points and humidities. A lot of energy out there for thunderstorms. And the fortunate part is that we don't have a lot of atmospheric features that would help to kick off some thunderstorms, but we do have a few fronts in the area. But for the most part, it's not very active out there today. We do have a couple clusters of some severe weather through parts of the Missouri Valley and then down to the south near Oklahoma as well. All right, so here is a look at our severe weather alerts right now. And we have our main severe weather alert right here near Oklahoma, where we're looking at some severe thunderstorms. This is our heat advisories across the desert southwest, and heat advisories through the Intermountain West as well. So a lot of heat and maybe a couple of severe thunderstorm advisories in effect right now. Here is our thunderstorm forecast for today. And we're going to be seeing the potential for a few thunderstorms from the northern plains and the Canadian border down through the central and southern plains, throughout the lower Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley, and into parts of the Northeast and the eastern Great Lakes region, Lake Ontario, Lake Erie. We're going to be seeing some possibility of a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, and some showers and storms up there in New England, as we still have some lingering moisture from that big storm that was over the Hudson Bay of Canada that spent the last few days circulating around in that area. So we have an associated frontal boundary that's extended across the eastern half of the United States and down along the southeastern shore and the Gulf Coast. So we're seeing some showers and thunderstorms down in Florida and along the Gulf Coast as well. So we're going to start to see some of that diminish with time as we get that frontal boundary to move on away and on out to sea. Here we are as we talk about our current lightning strikes. So this is where we can verify some of the thunderstorms that are out there. We have a lot of storms down here over the Gulf of Mexico. Look at the thunderstorms along the Florida Peninsula. There's the Bahamas out there. A lot of tropical thunderstorms out there. And we see a thunderstorm cluster right here along the border of Oklahoma and Kansas. So Bartlesville and Tulsa might be experiencing some strong thunderstorms right now, and then some thunderstorms up here through Missouri and southern Iowa as well, and then some thunderstorms along the Tennessee and Kentucky border, and into parts of West Virginia, Ohio, and southern Pennsylvania as well. We're looking at thunderstorms, and then some thunderstorms up over my shoulder here along the Canadian border, and this is over Montana. This is where Glacier National Park is, so we could be possibly seeing thunderstorms over that way. So we do have a few thunderstorms along the northern Rockies and with the U.S. and Canadian border. Here is some severe weather watches right now. We have a severe thunderstorm watch here over Oklahoma and Kansas. Right now, that is the only current watch that's in effect right now as far as severe weather is concerned. Here is a closer view of that severe thunderstorm warning that we have here over Oklahoma. This is northern Oklahoma. This is where we have Bartlesville, Oklahoma, and Tulsa, Tarrant County. We have those severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now, and we see our severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the remainder of the area in this alert area here. So we are looking at some severe thunderstorms through the Central Plains today, and those primary threats are going to be some damaging hail, high winds, and a few tornadoes is also possible with some 2-inch diameter hail. It's a possibility for some of you folks. So please pay attention to your local area weather forecast. I'm sure Reed Timmer is out there helping to keep everyone safe. All right, here we go with the heat across the Southwest. This is mostly heat advisory, excessive heat watches and warnings across the Southwest and into the Intermountain West with some wind advisories, high wind advisories as well. So I-80, I-90 corridor, our typical wind-prone areas, will be dealing with some wind advisories. Here is our rainfall and snow forecast. No snow expected over the next 48 hours. But for the next 48 hours, we could see some thunderstorms across the upper Midwest in northern Minnesota and North Dakota. And then as well as some thunderstorms from South Dakota through Nebraska, southern Iowa, Missouri, southern Illinois, Indiana, southern Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, upstate New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and into Maine over the next 48 hours. And not going to forget the Florida Peninsula as well. So the next 2 days, expect to see the possibility of some showers and thunderstorms in these areas. Okay, here is your forecast for the remainder of your Monday afternoon. We're having a nice day across most of the western half of the United States. We have the exception of some thunderstorms over the Oklahoma and Missouri area and Arkansas, where we have a warm front in place and a trough coming out of the Rockies. There is this cold front that's moving across the Central Plains and into the Ohio Valley and up into Canada, and that's going to be the focus for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon across the Missouri Valley and in the Ohio Valley and into southern Canada and eastern Canada. That will be the focus for thunderstorms. And our old front from earlier in the week that was responsible for a lot of that rain across the Northeast and New England, that remainder, that the tail end of that front will be responsible for showers along the Gulf Coast. So showers and storms along the Gulf Coast and across the state of Florida and through the Northeast and New England once again. That is for this afternoon. And this evening, those showers and storms will continue across the Ohio Valley and through the Missouri Valley as well. Showers and storms along the Gulf Coast and across the state of Florida. And beautiful weather out toward the west. The only problem is it's going to be really hot out there. Those triple-digit heat indexes in Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, and the eastern deserts of California, very, very hot, but beautiful elsewhere. Maybe a shower or storm across the northern Rockies through Montana and through the high plains of Montana. But other than that, a quiet evening expected for you first. And finally, for your Monday, for your morning tomorrow on Tuesday, on this three-part forecast here, your Monday morning, we're going to see that front across the Midwest and into the Ohio Valley and into the Northeast. Continue with those showers, that threat of showers and thunderstorms into the Northeast. So upstate New York, Syracuse, Buffalo, and into Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, we're going to see the potential for showers and thunderstorms through West Virginia, all the way across Kentucky and into Missouri and southern Kansas, and then up into the northern plains. So Nebraska, South Dakota, and North Dakota, we're going to see some showers and storms possible tomorrow morning, and then some showers and storms along the Florida Peninsula as well. So Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and again, Naples and Fort Myers could see a stray shower or thunderstorm tomorrow morning. Now, we do have a tropical system to talk about in the Pacific. This is what's left of Hurricane Calvin. This is now down to a tropical storm with 50-mile-an-hour winds, and the pressure is about 1,000 millibars of mercury, and it's moving to the west at 18 miles per hour. And that is going to be steadily weakening over time, but it could get close enough to Hawaii to bring some showers and some thunderstorms to the big island of Hawaii near Hilo. Might pick up some rainfall as the remnants of Tropical Storm Calvin passes to the south and out to the open ocean. And here is the rainfall forecast for Hawaii, where we could pick up several inches of rain along the eastern side of the Big Island here near Hilo. We could pick up as much as 3 inches of rainfall from the remnants of Tropical Storm or Hurricane Calvin, which spent some time as a Category 3 storm briefly, so it really rapidly developed an increase in strength a couple of days ago, but now it has diminished back down to a tropical storm. So that is a look at your weather forecast. Still dealing with COVID, Mr. G. So I'm sorry if I sound sleepy or sound a little bit lethargic. It's because your boy is still sick, but you still got to get those weather forecasts out. I got a final to do this evening and one more paper to write, and then I'm done with the summer semester. Thank you for watching me today on today's video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.